Hello everyone, welcome to FPL Subs. In today's video, we have the below topics to discuss. Game Week 4 Points and Analysis. Game Week 5 Team and Transfers. Let us quickly go through the Game Week 4 Dream Team, the kings of the Game Week. As you can easily guess from the one-sided results of the matches between Chelsea and Palace, Man United and Spurs, and finally the surprising Villa against the champions. The Dream Team is full of their players, with 2 each from Villa and Spurs and maximum of 3 from Chelsea. Then we have Rodriguez, who is performing constantly well and whom I also want in my team. He is proving his worth week by week. But somehow I have still not got him due to some reason that I am also not aware of. Maybe my stubbornness. Wilson from Newcastle is also making his way slowly as a good budget option among the strikers. West Wonderham had continued their wonder form and Cresswell get into Dream Team. Finally, the Messiah of Saints, McCarthy with a valuable 9 points, makes it to the Dream Team and also saved my game week. Talking about my game week, here is the total points for my team in game week 4. And as you can see, due to Lampard rotation, I was only left with 2 defenders from whom Trent, first time in his FPL career, got negative points. Now I am only left with 1 defender with negative point on the board. But McCarthy came like a messiah, as I told, with his very important 9 points and Saez with his valuable 8 points. Bowen was again impressive and got 1 goal. Ward-Prowse with his as usual 3 points and captaincy blank from De Bruyne. He failed to get any return, with City itself failed to get upper hand over Leeds and brings misery to many of the FPL managers. He has now become an injury doubt over the next week, which I will come later in the video in details. Salah is the only double-digit scorer and a captaincy switch to him would easily give me a green arrow, which proves that my team is not in a very bad condition. That resulted no wildcard this time. Mitrovic failed to make any mark in Wolves' defense. Going to the Wolves, Jimenez, who comes in place of Martial, has got me 1 more point than Martial and is available for next match unlike Martial. So I would say the transfer was good. Werner has continued his miserable form but may get one final chance that I will discuss later. I have restricted myself to do any transfer before the international matches are over, and this is my full squad without making any transfer. As you can see, there is red and yellow flags all over, as well as couple of players in very bad run of form like Werner, Mitrovic, Ward-Prowse, Jimenez. Here I will describe the thought process to bring these players and what I am expecting from them. McCarthy was the best option at the beginning of the season, available for 4 and 5. Lascelles, who have 2 good fixtures at the start, and the plan was to use him as a first sub, who is a sure starter when fit. Injured Lascelles is now a burden to my team, but I am not making any transfer as the position in sub is not a concern for my team. Trent is not going anywhere. Inclusion of Ferguson went wrong, but again he is my sub and I am not going to make any change for that position now. I have to take it on face whenever James is benched, but Egan as well as Sheffield United was not in form at all. An Egan red card resulted a transfer in my defense, as I thought Egan as a first team player and I needed to replace him. James with possibilities of points at the both end of the pitch is a great option at his price, and I still think that he will come good in upcoming fixtures. If not, then I have Bellerin from Arsenal and Mings from Villa in my watchlist as a direct switch for James. And if I downgrade Werner to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, then I can upgrade James to Robertson. For midfield, just like Trent, Salah is also irreplaceable. I am not going to change Gordon until wildcard for same reason as Ferguson. Regarding the choice of the position of 6 and 6.5 price, Bowen was and still is the best option at his price. Even if he is performing more than the expectation, I am still hopeful for at least 2 attacking returns with his talent in first 4 games. Yes, he got 3 attacking returns and I am overwhelmed with it, but I am not surprised. And I am sure he will bring more returns before the next international break. With Fulham along the line, it may be 2 or 3 returns again. So he is not going anywhere from my team. And the total opposite happens with James Ward-Prowse. I was expecting at least 1 or 2 returns from him. With compared to the another 2 options I thought at the beginning as Trossard and Pereira. But I am not sure about the playing style of West Brom and play time for Trossard. I am still in hunt of a replacement for Ward-Prowse with direct switch to Trossard or upgrading him to Grealish, which I will discuss later at the time of transfer. Aubameyang was replaced by De Bruyne, and as you can see I have now inserted Son replacing De Bruyne. As I told earlier, my regret for this season will be bringing De Bruyne when City was looking uncertain in the forward line. False 9 with Sterling has not worked for them, and De Bruyne himself was lack of forward passes due to the missing diagonal runs from Sterling on the left, and the playing style of Mahrez on the right does not suit De Bruyne at all. Also, watching the Leeds game make me little uncomfortable as I personally felt his unwillingness to tackle and chase for the loose balls. Overall, it made zero involvement from him in the attack. With the injury and confirmation from Pep, he has made way for the most up and down player in price and form. Yes, Son is now part of my team with couple of juicy fixtures ahead and of course with his great run of form. Another very looks like happening transfer is James Ward-Prowse. Previously I thought of a direct transfer to Trossard or Barkley, but money from the previous move has given me an opportunity to upgrade him up to anyone in the price bracket of 9. Rodriguez is the obvious choice with his current form, but again, my stubborn nature has restricted me to do the transfer. As a justification, I can only tell that his away form is not that good as home form. For the 4 upcoming fixtures, he has 2 away matches and the 2 home games are against Liverpool and Man United. I hope my choice will get more points than him, and especially if the choice is Grealish, the most exciting player in his price bracket and even above. Both form and fixtures are in his side, so he will be included in my team as a minus 4-point hit. As De Bruyne is not available for this game week, so only 60 minutes for both my transfer will compensate 50% of my hit, and any return from any of them will recover 100% of the hit. So I am not bothered with that. The forward line is the most constant place in my team, as none of the forward is in form. Mitrovic I will hold till the West Brom game, and then may bring Antonio, who will be facing Fulham in game week 8. Jimenez I may hold for a little more, as I remember in last 2 seasons also, Jimenez was out of touch in his first few matches. But once the game started to come in full flow, he started to take advantage of the sluggy defense of the opponent, who were playing 3 matches in a week. And it was also seems that he takes some time to get into the rhythm. And with all new setup at Wolves this season, it will definitely take some time for him to adjust. So I'll give him at that time. I may downgrade him to Richarlison or Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but not before game week 7. And the simple reason is Werner, who is becoming intolerable with his price and price drops. The very likely transfer of next week, that is game week 6, will be him, and the most simple transfer will be Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But I am also thinking to double up for Spurs with upgrading Werner to Kane. Before that, I need to see how Mourinho uses the newly bought striker Carlos Vinicius. If he comes for Kane in last 15-20 minutes, then this move will be a big no. Son is my captain for this game week and Salah is his deputy. Hope I have given you full team and transfer details. With the locked team, I have thoroughly discussed my thoughts about the Spurs and Everton assets as well as the Man City assets, who are hot topics in this week. If you like the content, please like the video and subscribe the channel. Also, please comment about your thoughts so that I can improve the content more and come with more videos with your inspiration and suggestions. Next week, I will discuss about Chelsea and Villa in such detailed manner. Till then, take care and goodbye from me. Please do like, comment, share the video and please subscribe the channel before leaving. More videos are planned and your involvement will be highly appreciated. Goodbye for now to all my fellow subs. Keep enjoying and see you in the next video.